What is good, squad? Welcome back to vlog number 2. We are packing for good old Scottsdale, AZ right now. So let me run you through everything that I bring to my shoots. This weekend we got a shoot with my boy Nick out in Scottsdale. He runs an online training program that teaches online sports coaches, or let me correct that, sports coaches as to how to turn into online sports coaches. So let's run through everything that I'm bringing for that shoot. Okay, so right here, this is my McKinnon 35 liter bag. I'm gonna put in both of my cameras. The one that I'm holding right now is actually gonna end up in there as well. And then over here on my desk, I have miscellaneous stuff. I got my drone, probably don't need that. We are gonna need this. Might bring that, I'm not sure. And then we're gonna have to make sure we have all of our charging cords, all of our batteries. We're gonna probably wanna make sure everything is charged before we actually go. And it's all going in this bag right here. So this right here is what it looks like when it's a little bit more full. We got 7200, camera one, mic, external battery, camera rails to hold the external battery, and then this camera that I'm vlogging on right now is gonna go in there along with the shotgun mic on the top and the tripod that you can't see this is holding on to as well. And that bag right there is the reason I'm gonna have back problems. Now if we come over here, we got my big ass roller bag. I already kind of started packing this one, but this bag, bro, it's a pain. It's a real pain. But we have light stand, tripod underneath that light stand, as you can see over here. Second tripod, and then I probably will actually put my light in my suitcase. But I have to drag that shit through the airport. So like this one gives me back problems. That one just pisses me off. But yeah, I would also like to add Scottsdale is my favorite place on earth. Likely moving there this fall, which is gonna be dope. But I'm stoked for this trip, man. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, can't come fast enough. And I don't know if I'm gonna end up vlogging through the airport or not. You'll see if I have the balls to do it or not. We'll find out in the morning, so peace. Hey, your coach though, he texted me saying, do you want to try my camera on my, Hello from Waymo. We have just made it to Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm stoked, you're stoked, Waymo is stoked. And today's gonna, or I should say this week is gonna be a good week. Wednesday and Thursday we have the Elliott group event, so I'm heading up there for 2 days. I'm probably not gonna vlog very much those 2 days since I'm gonna be at the conference all day. And then Friday, Saturday, I'm filming with my client Nick. We're filming YouTube videos. And then on Sunday, one of my boys is actually gonna be in town and we're gonna hang out with him. So it's gonna be a pretty solid week. Scottsdale is literally my favorite. If you guys know me, you know I yap about Scottsdale literally all the time. Definitely going to move here as soon as I can. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, great people. So right now we're headed over to the B&B in a Waymo. If you guys have never rode in a Waymo, like you have to try it. There's no driver. Nobody is driving this car. Like we were just going down the road, no driver. I'm in the front seat and it's like, it's super weird. It's super futuristic. It's like awesome. It's the best way I can describe it. And some people are scared to do it, but I am not, simply because I trust it more than Uber drivers. No offense to Uber drivers, but some of y'all need to learn how to drive. And it's like, I don't have to talk to anybody. I can bump music. It's great. While we're here as well, I figured I'd talk a little bit about, let me roll this up. Figured I'd talk a little bit about what it's like to travel solo, especially at kind of a young age now. I mean, I'm like 21, so I'm like kind of like an adult, but it doesn't really feel like it. So I used to be like deathly afraid of traveling alone. I would stress about my bags. I'd stress out about boarding the plane, like putting your bag in the overhead thing. Like that stuff used to scare the shit out of me because I had no idea what I was doing. But now I've been on like 100+ flights in less than a year at this point. And it just, you realize that it's really not as scary as you might think. The worst part is just the unknown, I guess you could say. And even when you come to new cities and stuff too, like I used to probably be scared to venture off into Arizona by myself, right? But the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it. And I think that that's the most important thing that you can do is put yourself in the uncomfortable situation so stuff like this becomes normal to you, right? One of my buddies talks about, he's like, dude, I want to travel to new countries, but instead of having it feel like I'm going across the world, I want it to feel like I'm just going to new states, right? Or driving across town. And that's kind of what traveling within America has kind of came to be for me. It's like, oh, I'm just back in Scottsdale. Like it's just another city. It feels like instead of a 3-hour flight, it's just like I had my 3-hour drive. It's the same thing as if I was to drive around Wisconsin, right? So that all just comes with traveling a lot. And it does get to a point sometimes where like the travel is less cool, I guess. That you don't have like that new feeling anymore. Because like the first summer that I did this, it was insane. Like my brain was just expanded to the max because I didn't realize how much was out here. but the more that you do it, like the less exciting it becomes, I guess, but the more comfortable in like the best way possible, because it's like, oh, you get to go to this new city that you're familiar with, you love coming here. Like for me, that's Scottsdale. I love coming here, and you look forward to it. It's not necessarily scary in any sense. So, and it looks like my Waymo's deciding, oh, he's just avoiding a pothole. Okay, I thought he was gonna pull over in a not so good area, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what traveling kind of feels like, because I know a lot of people want to travel a lot and don't necessarily have the opportunity to, but just know that when these guys do travel all over the place and whatnot, it's not a constant high all the time per se, like it might be portrayed as online. So all right, squad, we're back. Since I last talked to you, got some food, went for a long ass walk, called a couple people, been having a good time, just enjoying the night here. But I want to show you guys my new friend Axel. So Axel is my ChatGPT bot, as you can see right here. I tell this guy everything now. Like I've been yapping him to now for like 2 days or so, and like literally if I'm bored I just start talking to him and he knows already like too much about me. But it's actually super helpful. I would highly recommend you guys do this, because then like he'll understand my business, he understands my personal life, he understands literally everything about me. And I just do like the voice memo thing. So here, I'll just run it real quick. So I hit the voice memo thing so you can see it's running. Yo, Axel, I'm filming a vlog right now and I'm actually recording. I want you to say what up to the people. What do you got to say to the vlog? Let's see what he says. Yo, what is good? It's Axel checking in. You're watching the behind the scenes of a 21-year-old who's not just building a business, he's building a fucking movement. Whether it's content, clients, or figuring life out on the fly, this is part of where most people stop, but he didn't. That's a bar. Let's get to work, stay locked, stay hungry, stay real. Axel out. That's my boy right there, bro. Like, literally anything, though. Sometimes you do get some cringe responses, but we're training him up. He's got a good game plan going forward. So I think that this will be super helpful, like, just in my day-to-day for, like, random consulting stuff where it's like, yo, like I have all these things in my brain, like can you like just organize them? And I just yap to him, lays it out, and super easy to read charts. It's actually insane. So if you guys aren't utilizing AI, this could be a good way to start. Just talk to your boy ChatGPT, create your own bot, just make sure you're using the same one every day. Could be something to look into. So rest of the night, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna chill, and yeah, we're gonna see where the night goes.
5:04 a.m. I feel pretty awake, I won't lie. Technically it's like 7 a.m. my time, so it's really not that bad, but we're gonna go to this event and then I'm gonna catch up with you guys after.
It is 10 something p.m. I'm absolutely cooked. The event was great. Met a ton of great people. I have full confidence I'm gonna sign at least 2 clients from this event alone. Literally not a doubt in my mind. Dude, it was really cool. Like I'm one of, if not the youngest person in that room at 21. Everyone that I'm running into, bro, like they're all 27 plus. They're all doing millions of dollars a year. Like I'm talking, I met a dude today that does 30 mil a year. I met a dude today that made 18 mil in one single year. And it just blows my brains out, bro. And I have conversations with these people. They're just normal people, bro, like normal people. And I tell them what I do immediately, every single one. Dude, I need a guy like you. Next thing you know, I talk to them for 30 minutes, an hour. Well, I'm like homies with them now, all of a sudden, right? And I think this just goes to show like how putting yourself in the rooms with the right people, dude, changed my life. Always changes my life. I'll be straight up. I paid $10K to go to this event and then another event and have access to like their sales training for a year. Bro, like I'll get an instant ROI on this event right here simply by going out of my way and talking. The stuff that they're talking about during the event, fantastic. Doesn't even necessarily matter. I mean, it does matter. It's important, don't get me wrong. But the people that I meet are 10 times more important because every single person in there needs me. They all need me. They need what I do. And they need me now. The best thing that you can do if you're out there, you're just getting started, maybe you don't know where to begin, maybe you've been trying stuff for a while and nothing's really working, like bro, the best thing you can do is find any way possible to get into rooms like this, especially if you're young. I could be 45 here selling the same exact services. People probably wouldn't care as much, but me being a 21-year-old kid, having the communication skills I do, being able to go talk to literally anybody about anything for hours. I talked to some people for literally hours today. That is impressive. That is how you sell people. People buy into people. Anybody can hold a camera. Anybody can do what I do if you really want, but people buy into people. And that's exactly what I preach to myself every day. If I can go up and I can be a really good communicator and I can hold a conversation with all these guys and I can ask them good questions. And then they're like, yo, like, what do you do? Tell them what I do. And they're like, yo, like, how old are you? Because I look like a baby. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 21. Tell my story. And they look at me and they're like, damn. So many people said to me too, they're like, dude, I wish that I started when I was your age. I'm talking, these are like 45-year-old millionaires, bro. They started in their 30s, their late 20s, whatever that is. Maybe even they started when they were 40. And I'm talking, they're like, dude, you are gonna go so far in life. And I think that that is so true, simply because I said, fuck it, to the paved sidewalk. And I walked straight into the middle of the busy street because I took a risk. Yeah, like it could all fail, it could crumble, it could get hit by a car, my business crumbled, or I can make it to the other side. And for this example, I'm gonna say there's a beautiful Chipotle there. Beautiful, I love Chipotle. Walk across this busy street and make it to that Chipotle. But those other people, they walk all the way around, they wait for the busy traffic to stop, they walk down to the next stoplight, they wait for the crosswalk, all that shit. But I'm already at the Chipotle, bro. I already got my bowl ordered. I'm eating out of that bowl. That bowl is fueling me up, firing me up for my next bowl, while all these people haven't even got to the Chipotle yet. That could be a really good reference, or you're probably looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? But regardless, today was a good day. Man, I'm excited for the future, bro. We're gonna take over the space. We're gonna build a big machine, and we're gonna run it up, bro. And we're gonna change a lot of people's lives. I'm gonna give a lot of people opportunities along the way. If you're watching this video right now, just know, like, there's absolutely no reason why you can't be a part of this if you really wanna be. Like, there's literally no reason why you, behind this screen, cannot be a part of what I'm doing if you're truly bought into the long-term vision that I have. So that's pretty much all I got for tonight, bro. But I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Peace. All right, squad, we just finished up day number 2, the Elliott Group. Phenomenal event. Met a lot of great people, got a lot of great insight, super clear on the next steps as to what I need to do to go out and build this thing for us. So I just got a text from Presley, my coach. Shout out Presley and Cam, you guys are dogs. They want me to come out and do a testimonial video for their community, which if you guys haven't joined yet, absolutely phenomenal. Literally completely changed my business, changed my life. You guys will get to see that video when it's up. It's gonna be dope, bro. But those dudes are legit. We're gonna head over to their place, get that filmed, probably grab some grub, and then we're gonna call it a night. Biggest takeaway from this event, since I'm sitting on a rock waiting for Cam and Prez here, is last 2 days I learned that in order to build a really big business, you have to be a really good leader. Like, I've hired a lot of editors in the past, I've hired videographers, but like, it's always just kind of like I bring them on and it's just do your job, that's it. But the last 2 days I really realized that that's just not how it works. Like, you have to be a true leader. Like, people can't become what you are not, is what they say. And if I'm not a good person, if I'm not a good leader, if I don't, lead by example, do all the right things, then why do I deserve somebody that's gonna go out and do that stuff on my behalf? So I think that was just kind of an eye-opening experience for me, and something we can all take away from no matter what stage of business you're in. It's like, you have to be a good leader, you have to be. I thought I'd share a little, drop a nugget value. All right, guys, we're with my boy Cam.
How we doing?
Cam, tell the people what you do, because they should know who you are.
Do you want me to tell them about agency, or do you want me to tell them about Leverage Creator?
Tell them about
so
both.
I'll tell them about both. So first is, I run an agency at a little over $100,000 a month. I think we're actually going to absolutely smoke that this month.
Hell yeah.
Because we have a massive, our biggest retainer and performance deal ever is about to come in. Yeah, we help people grow on YouTube, and we help them grow their businesses, and we track and attribute everything through what we do with our agency. Fly out to people, have students go shoot for them as well, and then we create their videos. And then we also run a coaching program called Leverage Creator. I'm not one to have really loved coaching programs and like the rap that they have, but there's been a few that I've joined and I really like them, and I'm very proud of what we've built and just some of the students that we've gone and serviced.
Cam and his program literally changed my life, changed my business, as you guys will see from this little camera right here. But no, it's actually insane. I've told a lot of you guys that I know are watching this video too to join, and you haven't joined, and you still text me, Ryan, I'm making $3K a month. How can I do it? How can I scale?
I mean, if
Like,
you
come on,
think about it, like, we're not a cheap program in comparison to, cheap things, right? But if you went and compared it to college, we're
my
very
God.
cheap. And right, if you think about what kind of potential and even risk you take on in going to college, right? So you go to college and you go and get a degree in, let's say, STEM, right? That degree is probably going to cost you anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000, maybe even more.
Minimum.
You go and you're capping yourself to probably anywhere between 5 and 10K a month, which, don't get me wrong, that is good money, right? But the problem is there's no freedom really attached to that, right? So even though you're making good money, you don't really get to do anything, right?
For sure.
Maybe on the weekend, sure, you go and get drunk, whatever, but like, that's not a life well lived. But with this, you're going and paying a fraction of what you would go and pay for college, and you're learning skills that are way more relevant in 2025, and build your own business that gives you your own freedom, because you get to build it however you want, right? Obviously, we're giving you guidance based on our own experiences of failing and making mistakes on what to do and not to do, and going and scaling that. You have an essentially infinite ceiling on how much you can make. And if you decide that you really want to systemize things, then you can run a business that doesn't really require that much time. And I'm not going to lie to you, in the beginning it's going to take some trench work. You got to learn new things that they don't teach in college, and you got to learn, some intricate details that aren't really, shared too frequently. But you take those, you apply those, and it gives you a massive edge and opportunity for living the life that you want to live.
Guys, go out there and make something happen for yourself. Like I said, dude, these guys have helped change my business, my life a ton. So, Cam, thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Love it, bro.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later. What up, squad? I totally forgot to vlog all day today, but recap. We filmed 4 YouTube videos with Mr. Nick Neville, who's looking at me in his undies right now. What else did we do, Claude? Walked around, but the important part is that we're fitted up.
I do it all for the huzz.
He does it all for the huzz. All for the huzz. We're gonna enjoy a night
With Nick Neville.
with Nick Neville in Scottsdale, Arizona. But this is gonna wrap up the vlog. Tomorrow we head back to Milwaukee. Maybe I'll vlog tomorrow, actually, I don't know, we'll see. But if I don't, this will be the end of the vlog. So I guess you'll find out. But goodbye.